Show me Resident Evil, please. Please, 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 please. Oh, please. Please, God, please. I think most things that they adapt these days are not going to be very solid for the people that enjoyed the stuff before, and it's best to just ignore it at this point. I'm kind of pissed, but it is what it is. I don't hate them. I hope they can feel better. Everyone's going insane. This game is coming out, nothing can make me feel bad. And you know what? Maybe he'll take all of the criticism into consideration, and it'll be an amazing season that everyone loves. And people will go, you know what, we love you now, yay! And it'll be so cool.
Hello everyone! Welcome to Capcom Spotlight.
Why is it not?
For today's show, we'll be covering updates to games that are out now.
There we go, there we go.
Plus new info on upcoming titles. This includes behind-the-scenes info from our developers.
She's so cute!
So be sure to watch until the end.
Let's
Now,
go, baby!
Let's take a look at today's first title.
Thank you, Brain Cyst Enjoyer, for gifting a sub to Leon Kennedy's...
Future. It isn't just
Never
a dream.
mind.
It's a promise.
Never mind.
One we're turning into
No.
reality.
Bad. Bad boy. Bad.
With our third generation of Luna
Whoa.
filament and advanced generative AI,
Luminous.
we're reshaping the line between dreams and reality.
Oh.
We create life for our future. Delphi Corporation.
Mmm.
Let's see about getting patched through to Earth.
Ah.
And why are these things trying to kill us?
We saw a bit of this last time. I think it was during the
There you are. All better.
PlayStation Direct.
You patched me up.
She's so cute. But yeah, this is their new IP, Pragmata.
I am DI03367. They are pragmatic creators.
hang
The
on a
PlayStation
second.
State of Play. Yeah.
Don't you have a...
Cool. This looks like a cool one. And we're seeing more, we're seeing more gameplay. It looks quite nice.
Bypassing first.
It could be a reimagining of Mega Man? Maybe. I don't know if it's a reimagining of Mega Man. It looks kind of far off.
Look. How about we call you...
It looks like
Diana?
she might be a robot.
Diana?
Oh, Space Guy, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs. Yay! Oh, chicken.
An all-new science fiction action-adventure
This is gonna
with a
sound-
unique hacking...
I don't know if this is
It's been a while
right to
since
say,
we first announced it.
but it kind
But
of
we're
looks like...
excited to have the game ready for you in
Kojima's-
2026.
What's it called?
Today we will go
what's
over
his
some of the
mascot
unique
for his
points
company?
of Pragmata.
Luden? It looks like a Luden, almost.
Encountering an android with a heart.
Yeah, she
You
is a
play
robot.
as Hugh Williams. Hugh is separated from the team.
Calling it an IP is weird. We use a lot of, like,
He
weird
finds
terminology
himself
when it comes
saved
to
by
video
Diana,
games.
an android girl.
Like, we're just like, it's a new IP. Like, I bet I was saying that.
Now they must work
I think they're just
together
accepting
to
how
return
gamers
to
are talking
Earth.
about it. Or people that
Hugh,
play video
a bit
games.
sarcastic, and
Some people don't
Diana,
like the term gamer,
a curious and
apparently.
enigmatic android.
That's okay.
Between a human and android begins.
She's very cute.
In Pragmata, combat begins with disarming
You don't like
the
voiceovers
enemy's
like
armor.
this? Because it feels too corporate?
Otherwise, you will find it difficult to inflict any real damage.
I think it's because Nintendo started doing
This is where
these.
Diana comes in.
It kind of became the standard.
Let's use her hacking ability on this enemy.
But
Moving the cursor through the
I understand
panel,
if it's not for you.
you take down their armor.
Oh,
And
that's
now
neat. So you have to
it's
do like a
Hugh's
little
turn.
mini game before you
Take aim
can
at the enemy's weak points.
actually like
Passing
attack
through more
things.
blue
That's
notes
interesting.
increases damage, and the enemy's armor stays exposed for longer.
Wow.
With an arsenal of unique weapons,
That is really
take
cool,
on the
actually.
rampaging boss. Multi-sided situation will be key for success.
This could actually be quite nice. Wow, cool.
Pragmata will be available on PlayStation 5.
It looks pretty cute. I'll probably pick it up.
We'll also have
Gamescom.
public hands-on for Pragmata.
Ooh. Oh, people are gonna be way too excited about that one. People are also gonna be way too excited about that one. People are gonna be way too excited about that one.
Manon.
Oh, people are gonna be way too excited about that one.
Jamie.
People are gonna be way too excited about that one.
Kimberly.
People are gonna be way too excited about that one.
And Aki.
People are gonna be way too excited about that one.
For content for these characters.
There you go.
And of course, are working on Outfit 4 for the rest of the roster.
Please enjoy.
Stay tuned.
Beach episode, baby. Beach episode, baby. Show me Resident Evil, please. Please. Oh, please. Please, God, please. I just need a little bit of Resident Evil to keep going. God, please. It's cool though. I like what they're showing off. I'm sure a lot of people are excited. Well, that's wonderful. Very happy to see them. Let's go, baby.
Creators of the latest
This is what we've been waiting for, baby. So that's our intro. I liked Exoprimal, it was fun. Concept. We're gonna learn more! Our core concept for this game was addictive fear. There's something about the catharsis you get from overcoming your fears. I'm just gonna read it out loud. It creates an addiction that makes you want to do more, play more. That intense focus, while scary, makes for a really fun game. This served as our launching point for Requiem. Resident Evil Requiem is an offline, single-player game. Let's go, baby! 4 is one of the most important aspects of the Resident Evil series, so we wanted to make this fear factor a key feature of the gameplay. Ooh. The protagonist this time is an intelligent analyst for the FBI, Grace Ashcroft. She's introverted and easily scared, which is the new type of character for the Resident Evil series. We wanted someone that experiences horror from the same perspective as the player. She learns to overcome her fears throughout the course of the story. But she is also an analyst for the FBI who's trained with guns and is able to act with calm, deductive reasoning. I saw that, like, wait, wasn't that the police station? We always thought about making Leon the protagonist. But making a horror game based around him is difficult. That is true. He wouldn't jump at something like a bucket falling. No one wants to see Leon scared by every little thing. So he's actually quite a bad match for horror. RE4 is kind of an action game. It's not really so much like a fear game. As was first shown in the first trailer, Grace gets caught up in a lot of different situations. You only see a few brief glimpses in the trailer of her face. A lot of effort was put redness of her face. From being hung upside down and the realistic physics of her hair, the development team actually called in a professional to make a wig to use as a model to create the hair graphics. Oh. Resident Evil Requiem will allow players to freely switch between both first-person and third-person perspectives. You can either experience the horror close-up, with tense realistic gameplay through first-person perspective, or over-the-shoulder third-person camera perspective, allowing you to see more of the action. I'm probably going to do third-person. Raccoon City, baby. This is going to be so good. It is. I'm very excited. The game is set about 30 years after the missile strike on Raccoon City. Wow. The series became really popular with stories set during the original zombie outbreak. And since we've seen a lot of characters face hardship due to Raccoon City, who have faced those hardships and grown, figuring out how to tell a story which came off of all that was actually quite a daunting undertaking that I felt very nervous about. Ooh. There were a lot of characters who were involved in the original outbreak, who lost their lives or were changed drastically as a result of it. So many characters have come out of Resident Evil, but this game is a reclaim, or a eulogy, to those who came before. Resident Evil is a series that was born from Umbrella and Raccoon City Zombies' outbreak. Ooh. And we chose the title Reclaim to mark a milestone for the series. Ooh. Resident Evil Reclaim is scheduled for release February 27, March 2026 marks the series' 30th anniversary. And we hope it lives up to this title's release. Oh, with the 30 years? Wait, it's been out for 30 years? Wow, baby. Well, that was really good. So we've got Grace's mother. It was a big change in policy. We wanted to make it look like a live-action movie.
Further interviews with the creators that didn't fit into today's presentation will be released today on the Resident Evil portal.
We can go check those out if you guys want.
Register your Capcom ID to see the rest.
Do I have a Capcom ID?
ラクーンシティっていうところは基本触っちゃいけないもんだと。
Crap. I don't know if we do. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Get ready, hunters. The
I
guild has
like that.
authorized
So,
a new Monster Hunter showcase for you.
I won't be rude. I'll leave this on and we can watch it for anyone that's interested in Monster Hunter. But I'm very excited about that. So it looks like it was mostly confirming a few things, mostly that we will not have Leon as a protagonist. That was something people were like debating a lot, whether or not it would be a dual protagonist kind of thing and Leon would be one of them. So it looks like they've made it so the main character is going to be this little lady Grace, which is very exciting. So that's very nice too. And it looks like we're also going to get interesting stuff about all of the themes of like what happened in the original games and also some like future stuff of how it's affecting the overall world now. No cat ears, Leon. You've had a lot of cat ears, Leon. They brought up a very good point though about Leon. He is essentially too crazy powerful to really be representative of a horror game because he just doesn't get scared. He's got nerves of steel at this point. He's watched several people die. He's going through it. Leon would simply suplex the final boss and game would be over. Heck yeah. Resident Evil 4 was really good. It was really, really, really good. I wish we had gotten a little bit more information on the story, but maybe those are in the other interviews that we I don't know if I'm even allowed to like show those if it's like something you have to put in your information for, so maybe we'll do that next time. That'd be cool. He was only sort of scared in RE2? I think he was scared. I think he was sad and confused and alarmed by everything. Resident Evil 2 Remake was really good, by the way. Leon has confronted was effectively an eldritch god. Yeah, he's gone through a lot. These guys have too. And some cute stuff. Leon wouldn't suplex the final boss because he refuses to end it with anything that isn't a rocket launcher. I think Leon's just a very... He's just too strong. He's just already done too much in the series, so anything from here, if he's not in a mentor position, he's just gonna be way too intense. Underwater combat looks pretty interesting. That lady that looks like Keisan. I thought you meant Queso instead of Queso. There's two different... Wait, they don't even sound similar. Wait a second, what are you talking about? Gonna turn it down a teeny tiny bit. Sorry, I'm very happy for everyone that loves Monster Hunter. I just don't understand it even a little bit. But they seem like they're doing very good and everyone's very happy about it. Leon's a super soldier or something. He's just very unaffected by everything. Grimmi, can you turn it up? Okay. They're speaking Japanese! You can read the subtitles, wait! Wait a second. I know so many people that had such a good time with this game series. You've never played Monster Hunter? I tried, but it wasn't really super my thing. I think it's because I like, I know that you're hunting them so like they don't like destroy the local wildlife and stuff, and it's like a big thing like that, but I just couldn't really get into it as much. Can you turn it up? I'm trying to listen. What the flip? Do you usually stream other than horror games? Not really, actually. Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid and Fear. That's what you get. More Fear, more Metal Gear. I play some Souls-likes if they have some creepy atmosphere too. Well, that was lovely. I did like what they did. I think that Pragmata is probably going to be really fun. Resident Evil I'm very excited about, obviously. I think that we got a few answers to some things that were going around Twitter, and that's relatively nice. Like, I'm feeling good about that. And I can't talk about Resident Evil now. I mean, I wasn't stopping myself. We didn't get, like, a ton of new info. Like, we got some stuff that was kind of confirmed through, like, a few other sources. Just, like, I think it was pretty much just, like, those interviews or, like, you know, people on Twitter talking about it, like, I guess, like, leaks or, like, something. But, like, we got confirmation that it's going to feature Grace as the protagonist. It isn't going to feature Leon as a protagonist just because he's not someone that can really facilitate, like, feeling anxious. Like, Leon's just not anxious enough to be a main character. We're going to be playing as Grace. We can do first person or third person mode. I'd love to hear more about the story. I think it could either be that dude that... There was a character in Resident Evil 5 that actually died, but a big part of that game was also the T-virus, I think C-virus and G-virus being used for different aspects, and I think the G-virus was something they believe could, like, restore people. So maybe that is related to one of the characters that passed away, like, being restored and coming back younger. I think that could be the character we saw in the chair, or it could be Luis, if they wanted to do that, since they were a bigger part of Resident Evil 4 Remake. Was it Piers? It might have been... Was it Piers? Was it Piers? It was, like, the old fellow in, like, the wheelchair. Leon is being moved to Silent Hill. I saw a thing on, Luis in 4 Remake was great. Oh yeah, Spencer. I think it was Spencer, wasn't it? I think it was. It was the older British guy. The voice sounds more similar to Luis's from Resident Evil 4 Remake, but it could be Spencer. It just would be a different accent and different type of voice. I'm scared they're not going to do anything else with Rose Winters. They might not. She might not have a lot of stuff going on. Unless you meant Wesker. No, not Wesker. Wesker was very dead. Guy in wheelchair, wasn't that Spencer? Yeah, I think it was Spencer, and then I think, like, the person that was in the chair in, like, the trailers that we're seeing is either Spencer or Luis, so that'll be interesting to see which one it is. Was he in the DLC? No, he was in the main game, wasn't he? Let me see. One second. He was in the main game for part of it, I think. Spencer, Resident Evil. Oswald E. Spencer. Yeah, he was in the main game too, I think, for 5. Wasn't he? I don't think he was, like, a huge part of it, but I think he was in the main game for part of it. Maybe he was just, like, notes and stuff. He dies in a flashback? Yeah. So, what I'm guessing is, since he was interested in prolonging his life and stuff, like, he could have used the G-virus to make himself healthier and, like, a little bit, like, more restored. Like, that looks a lot like the picture here. Let me see here. Okay, here. This guy. This guy looks a lot like who we see... Here we go, 1 second. Resident Evil 4... Sorry, 9 chair man. Okay, man in the chair. Not chair man, just man in the chair. Man, okay, found it. Can I get one where there's not a man dying above him? Man in chair. Okay, there we go. So, that's one of the guys that I think is related to... There's 2 options here for I think who this character is. Come on, scroll faster. Okay, there. So this guy is also a virologist, I believe, and crazy. So there's also this guy. So let's zoom in. We didn't get a great look at them, and this isn't the best screenshot, but their hair kind of matches and stuff. There we go. He also he's wearing leather, and that's something the T-virus infected people that still retain their consciousness. Also, Sweden, thank you so much for coming by. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I really liked that con. It was really fun. So, it looks really similar to him. Maybe a flashback? Well, this person is alive, it seems like. And I think they're interacting with, Grace. I think they're the person that saved her. Wouldn't he have aged by the time the game takes place? Well, he was also very interested in, like, not dying due to the G-virus. Like, he was really interested in, like, prolonging his lifespan using, like, medical technology. So he's dead, but he could have been revived by this technology, and then this could be him. So he also is very much infected by the T-virus or one of the various viruses because he has leather all over his body, like Wesker did, like Mr. X did, like various characters that retain their consciousness do. Like, he has leather all over his body, leather gloves. He looks very pale and, like, just not very good right now. And then we also have, let me see here. Let me get the trailer up for one more time. The thing is, it might not be Spencer, because, Resident Evil 9 trailer, there's 2 characters it could be. Okay, I think I found it. There's two characters it could be. It could also be Luis, but I don't know why they would do that, although I think their voice in the trailer is much closer to how Luis sounds. Though I don't think Luis would be a crazy person, so... Here. Comes up right after this.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. Special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
So, he sounds a lot more like Luis because he has the similar accent to him as opposed to a British accent. So, this guy had a very intense, strong British accent, and this guy kind of has, like, a more droning, different type of, like, almost, like, slowed down, like, I'm talking slower and talking like this, and kind of has, like, a similar vocal quality, but could also just be a new character. It could be a new character. I just think, like, it's probably gonna be one of those guys. Just because they have the T-virus infection. So, also, this is, like, a better screenshot than the one over here. Oh, hello! Hello, Mimi! Yo, thank you so much! How are you? Looking for Leon Raid? I'm so sorry! They confirmed that your boy wasn't the main character! I'm so sorry! I'm so sorry! I'm so sorry! I'm currently looking at, like, these and, like, trying to discern who this character is, though. How you guys doing? Yo! We are currently just looking through Resident Evil stuff and trying to discern who the character is in the upcoming Resident Evil video game. I think it's either Spencer or it's Luis, which both of them seem really weird though for this, but I think it's one or the other. How was your stream though? Did you guys do anything fun? Did you do anything cool? Did you have a good time, baby? She wished you the best, but maybe had to log off. I hope she has a very nice day then. Thank you so much for letting me know. Whoever said Leon is a bad horror protagonist because he's been through crud and wouldn't get scared, that's fair. I would yeah? I understand what they're saying. Oh, Kitty. I understand what they're saying in terms of, like, just it being like, well, Leon's very strong and, like, he doesn't get scared anymore. But I think they could have done, like, the multi-protagonist thing pretty cool. But, I'm trying to figure out if this is Spencer or if this is Luis. Do you guys want to hear a couple of, let's see here. One second, actually, here. So this is Spencer's voice. This is Spencer's voice. This is Spencer's voice. Here.
I was to become a god. Creating a new world with an advanced race of human beings. However, all was lost with Raccoon City.
He's a very dramatic fella. You wager neither? I bet it's gonna be one of them. Watch.
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. Special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
I bet it's gonna be one of them. Because the thing is, they both, like, look at it. His hair is the same exact type. Look. All of them are dead? Yeah, but this is Resident Evil. It's gotta be Wesker. It's not Wesker. Luis also has this hair, though. And he has a more similar accent, so... I don't know. We'll find out, I guess. We'll find out. Sounds like RE4 Sadler? Let's see. I don't think it's Sadler. Let's see. Resident Evil 4 Sadler. Could be Sadler. But isn't Sadler, like, super dead?
Does give you our...
No, I want the remake.
Oh, what the fuck? You need to listen to me.
What is that? Over there?
I like that we aren't hearing any of... No, I just want to hear Sadler. Was he not featured very heavily in, like, the remake? I don't remember his voice at all.
Fuck.
Does he just, like, not talk? Like, what is going on? Why is that the only voice line they had? That was horrible. Sorry, person who uploaded that.
You far renegade!
I don't know if it sounds like Sadler. I think it sounds like Luis's voice, like, slowed down and, like, dying. Like, very tired. Quiet. Albert Whiskers in Tuna Virus Outbreak. I knew of someone named Albert Whiskers in Final Fantasy XIV. Everyone was always super hyped for them. If Wesker comes back, take Rose off the bench and let her use her powers to mess him up. Is Rose, like... I don't know if they're gonna do too much with her this game, but they might. Grimmi, it seems like it might be a good year for horror. Resident Evil 9, Silent Hill. Yeah, there's a lot of really good horror games coming out. I'm actually quite surprised. I really want to know who this character is, though. They look really languid and pale and like they're not doing well. I wanna see more of it, but it's okay. Okay. We can't do anything, we just have to wait. I bet it's gonna be Spencer, though. I bet it's gonna be Spencer, it could maybe be Luis. I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna say that much. I bet it's gonna be one of them. That's also how he appears with the wheelchair. Okay, sorry. It's not gonna be the Resident Evil Merchant. No, that's a joke answer. No. Okay, sorry. I need to calm down. I'm getting too excitable. But yeah, I'm very excited though. It's gonna be crazy. Everything's gonna go amazing. Why did you pin that? Oh no. It's gonna be Sybil Bennett. No. Okay, are you guys ready though? Are you all ready? So, I think from here, we're probably gonna start playing... I hope 9 doesn't get the 6 treatment, you know, where they keep adding things on until it gets... I think that they're probably not gonna have every character come back. I think they might try to string together why the virus was started and have a few characters that were... Like, based on what they were saying, like Requiem, like they're probably gonna have like quite a few characters throughout the series come back and like have stories finished out, or like alternatively have more perspective on like what's going on with X, Y, or Z thing. But I don't think it'll be quite as intense as like 6. So many characters, one of them was a clone. I don't think it's gonna be as intense as 6. I think it's gonna be a lot more down to earth. I think it's gonna be a lot more down to earth. So that's what I am excited for, at least. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be that way. It's 100% Luis. I want it to be Luis. I want it to be Luis or Spencer, but I could see him being involved again just because they made him like a way bigger deal in the remake. Even though it would make very little sense as to why he would be there, I guess it's possible. Back from death confirmed? I am back from death, baby! We're gonna go today, baby! How are you? But I want my giant zombie dinosaur running through the streets? Cool. I don't think that'll happen, but cool. Like 4 was campy and odd, but you could follow where it was going. Luis would be fun. Yeah, also, Luis had a lot more experience when it came to, like, virus stuff. They were a big part of Umbrella. They were kind of raised into a cult and then had to, like, survive and do a bunch of odd stuff, which was strange, but very good character. Everyone really liked him. He was a very fun one. Chad has decided Wesker. It's not gonna be Wesker. I'm really sorry. I don't think Wesker's gonna be in it, but he might have some tapes. Honestly, I'm not that excited from Wesker since they changed his voice. Like, I feel like they needed the Chris, my little piggy, like voice. Like, otherwise it just doesn't do it for me. It doesn't feel like Wesker. It feels like a random dude. Like, just like, Wesker. Like, if he sounds like that, it's okay, but if he's just like, hello, Chris. Ada, what are you doing? Like, that's like, no, come on. No. Neat background music, thank you. This is the Vermis Sounds of the World full album. I listen to it every day. Just saying, you're a random dude? No. Is Wesker a villager in Minecraft? No, wait, is that the name of one of the villagers? No, Wesker is the... I guess not anymore, but he was the primary protagonist of Resident Evil for quite some time. And the thing is, everyone just really likes him because he just loves being evil. He just loves doing his thing. He just loves going, and like jumping around and being crazy. He's just a crazy person. Have you heard Grimoire Noir's voice from Nier? It's literally just Wesker but a book, and he sounds amazing and evil. I like Grimoire Noir. He sounds very British, but I like him. Antagonist? You don't think he's an antagonist? He's the antagonist. Wesker's an antagonist. I know people have debated it since he was, like, I think born into the cult, but we also have Luis, which is, like, I guess a contrast. You said protagonist? Oh, did I? That sounds like me, sorry. He's not a protagonist. He is definitely an antagonist. Luis is the hero. Luis is a hero compared to him. He was born into the same situation. He's an unapologetically campy villain, and you love him for that? Yeah, exactly. Protagonist. Yo, Colt, what's up? Wasn't there Wesker's son in one of the games? He was in 6. We don't talk about him.